evening. Thank you everyone for coming this evening. I especially want to thank the North Rapid Civic Association for sponsoring, hosting this event tonight. Before I get into, I love a challenge, Senator Haverly, and as many of you know me out there, they know I not only like a challenge, I will see to it that that challenge gets done. Before I get to that, I am married to Fern Johnson, who many of you might know turned your lights on in the middle of the evening. And I know this because he gets up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and during the storms, he's out there doing it. So if any of you know that. We also have 2 children and 2 grandchildren that I'm very proud of, and I'm concerned about their future. I am also a paralegal. I have a business administration background for education. And like I said, for those of you that know me, Senator Napoli, Senator Cadis, I started the South Dakota Interworkers Coalition 3 years ago after 15 years of pushing for defending workers' rights in this state. And the last 3 years, I was instrumental, along with the help of Senator Cadis and Senator Napoli, in enacting 2 laws preserving workers' rights. So I also, with that, I am also very concerned with the wages in this state for the people. That is an economic growth that needs to be addressed. And as my past is I also know what it's like to be a single mother of 2 children, working full-time, getting a college education, and also working for minimum wage with no medical insurance. So as far as a challenge, I haven't even run for office yet, and I was instrumental in getting 2 laws passed with the help of the legislators. And my big beef is with 138 legislators in here, if they can't get something done in 40 days to address the issues of health care, wages, education, then something's wrong. I have the dedication and the determination and the tenacity. I'm a multitasker, and I take a look at all the issues, and you roll up your sleeves, you find solutions, and you put those solutions to work. You don't just talk about it, you do something about it. Because each and every one of our lives here in South Dakota, including each of us candidates, are affected with everything that goes on the federal level and on a state level. It's going to affect our kids and our children, our grandchildren, for years to come if we don't act now and do something. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Why are you opposed to gun rights as expressed by the South Dakota gun owners?
Thank you. Now I know the person's here in this room. I am not opposed to gun rights. I am strongly in favor of the Second Amendment with the person's rights to bear arms. I would have to say I'd like to see the person that would take away my 12-gauge 2-barrel shotgun for my self-defense of my own home. However, I do believe we live in a civil society, and I do believe we have law and order. And if we let everyone have a gun just out of the random, we do still have a right to feel safe and secure in a public place, in our home, in our schools, without having to be scared that somebody out there, if you are not given a permit, if you're not issued a permit, granted, those people that are not applying for a permit, they're the ones that are abusing the system. So as far as I'm concerned, I strongly am not against Second Amendment rights to bear arms. However, I do believe in safety. And I don't know, like I said, I'd like to see anybody take the gun away from me, that would protect my privacy.
Asking the same question, similar. You're from District 35. You've not been representative of this area at this point in time. What are some of your thoughts and goals at this point as far as your District 35?
Thank you. Like I said previously, I know what it's like to work for a minimum wage. I know what it's like to not have any medical insurance to support for yourself and your children. That's why 3 years ago and 15 years ago, I got finally fed up with the wages, the workers' rights in this state, and basically our economic background is our economic asset to this state is the workers. Companies, we can bring all the companies that we want to this state, and you can wine and dine the legislators all you want. But if you don't have a workforce that is willing to work for a decent wage and not have any benefits, we're not going to get workers here. And if you are going to get the workers, you're going to get the ones that don't care. They just show up. They don't put much effort into the job. However, like Teresa had said, we need to address poverty. I can relate to District 35 because it is a workforce. It's good working people in this district. They go to work. I knocked on a lot of doors, thousands of doors, as a matter of fact, and many of them were sleeping because they're working midnight to 7, and I felt bad about that. Most of them were pretty cordial about it when I did visit with them. So they're all working, but they're not sustaining, and the incomes that they're getting in the state, it's not self-sufficient. So we need to do something as far as bringing incentives, higher wages to this state, and better benefits, rather than protecting the elite few that have taken all the money and outsourced it out of the state. I agree totally with Bonnie. I spent 3 years in here lobbying with the rest of the 100 and some lobbyists that were there. I was not impressed. I was not impressed at all. It's business as usual. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of constituents that get to go down to Pierre and spend the time with the legislators and pushing their agenda like the lobbyists do. It's not equal. It's definitely not equal. So I intend to change that. Hopefully, if elected, I'm on the other end of to the table. So, with the amendment of Measure 10, it has good intentions. It has good intentions. However, when it puts a gag order on little people that are also down there to lobby on issues that are important as well, we can have an open government law. The sunshine laws, which are very operable in Arizona. I want to take a strong look at that. So with that, I would appreciate your vote. Thank you.